Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University.
Hello friends, welcome to Chaitanya Studio at Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University, Ahmedabad. Myself, Dr. Vinod L. Desai, working at Department of Computer Science and Technology, Sardar Patel University, Vidyanagar. In today's session, we will talk about two main important objects of JavaScript, that is math object and date objects. We will discuss the math objects with various properties and methods to manipulate the mathematical data along with, and then after we will discuss a date objects to manipulate the date. Now let's have a discussion regarding the mathematics operations using the math object. So the JavaScript math object provides a common and easily accessible resource for mathematical formulas and information. It enables users to work with advanced mathematical calculations like algorithms, trigonometry, roots, random numbers, etc. Calculations performed using math object get executed faster compared to the same task performed using regular JavaScript. It provides number of properties and methods to perform such computations. Math object is an inbuilt object, hence you need not create an instance of math object before using a new keyword. The math object stores a lot of mathematical constants like log values, pi, etc. It can also be used to compute power and square root of a number. Math object provides methods of minimum and maximum, ceiling, floor, round, etc. All of these methods truncate the numbers provided as an argument to return a whole number rounded up based on the method used. Floor method rounds numbers to the next lowest whole number, then removes all values after decimal points. Ceil method rounds numbers to the next largest whole number and then removes all values after decimal number or point. Round method rounds numbers to next largest whole number for decimal values greater than 0.5 and to the lowest next integer for values less than 0.5. There is always a need to generate a random number to display some random range, image, message, ads, etc. in an unbiased way. For that very purpose, we use math.random method. The method math.random generates a random fraction number between 0 to 1. Hence, to have integers, you should multiply it with integers and then truncate numbers after decimal point using math.floor method. Various methods supported by math object is displayed over here, and that we will see practically that how do we use it. Okay. So these are various methods of a mathematics object supported in JavaScript. So one is the absolute. ABS method is there, returns absolute value of a number. A cos is there, returns a cos sign. A cos returns a inverse hyperbolic cosine of a number. A sin returns the arc sine in radians of a number. Okay. Then A sin is there. Then A tan is there. A tan 2, A tan H, CBRT. This finds a cube root of a given number. Okay. QBRT is a function or method which returns a cube of a given number, cube root. Then ceiling method is there, returns the smallest integer greater than or equal to a number. Then cos is there, exponential is there. Okay, various advanced mathematical methods are supported. EXML floor method is there, which returns largest integer less than or equal to a number. Fround is there, hypot is there, IML is there, calculates attribute multiplication of parameters. Log method is there, returns natural logarithm. Log 10 is there, log 2, maximum, minimum method returns the maximum of our specified numbers and minimum from the specified numbers. Power method returns base up to the exponent power, that is base exponent. Random returns pseudo number, random number between 0 to 1. Round returns the rounded number to the nearest integer. Sign returns -1 or 1 indicating the sign of a number. Then sign returns the sign of a number. SQRT is there, returns the square root of a number. 10 returns a tangent of a number, like that. Truncate returns the integer part of a number. So these are various important methods of a mathematics object in JavaScript. Now let's have a look to it using the practicals. Okay. Mathematics property and random is there. Let's have a look to it first. So this is the property of mathematics. Using the math object you can directly use it. Okay. Math.e, math.ln2, math.ln10, math.phi, math.log2e, log10e. Okay, that is going to be displayed in this output ID, that is in a paragraph. We are just printing it. Let's run this and see what happens. Okay, the properties of these mathematic objects. See here, all the properties are displayed over here for the e, ln2, ln10, pi, log2e and log10e. Moving to the other practicals. Okay, for generating a random number, we can use this function math.random and thereafter multiplying with any integer, that is 20. So it will generate this, we can say 10 numbers. Iterate to the 10 iterations in a for loop. See here, the various randomly generated numbers are displayed. Okay, another random numbers between 1 to 20, 0 to 20 are generated over here. Okay, when we are refreshing the page, the random numbers are getting changed, as you can visualize on the screen. See here, I am just refreshing the page. Okay, you can refresh it over here as well. So random numbers are getting changed. So every time it is randomly generated. So random function is very helpful while for generating various random numbers when you are required. Now let's test various, we can say, methods. This is already, we have this property we already used, so we are not going to use it again. Okay, so just I am deleting it. Now we are using various methods, SQRT2, SQRT1_2, ln2, these are the properties. Okay, so we already discussed, so I am not going to discuss it again. Let's keep it as it is. We are just interested in methods, properties already discussed and displayed. So methods are like this, floor. So what will be the floor of this 12.7, log of 12.7, maximum from these values, okay, list of values, minimum from the list of values, power of 10 raised to 2, okay, then random numbers, it will generate again, rounding of this 12.7, sign value of 45, SQRT of 12.7, exponents of 10 and 10 of 45. Okay, once we run it, it will have the output of different methods used with these mathematical objects. Let's have a look to this output. Okay, so these are the properties that we already discussed, but this floor value is 12, log value maximum is 67, minimum is 3, power is 100, rounded off is 13, likewise 10, sign, square root and exponent is displayed over here. So we can manipulate the math object using various methods of math class. Okay, moving next, there is a date object. So the date object is a built-in JavaScript object. It allows you to get the user's local time by accessing the computer system clock through the browser. The date object also provides several methods for managing, manipulating and formatting date and time. before we start working with the date and time, we need to create a date object. So first we need to have date objects, then and then we can use these objects to manipulate different part from the dates, available dates in terms of date, year, month, time, hours, minutes, seconds, etc. We can extract it. Unlike other built-in objects such as arrays or functions, date don't have a corresponding literal form. All date objects needs to be created using the date constructors functions, which is date. There are 4 different ways to create a date objects in JavaScript. One is using a new date syntax, as it is mentioned that variable d is equal to new date, and then after we can display the date. Another is specifying a year month parameter in a syntax. So we can specify like this: variable is equal to new date, then year, okay, then the time zone, various, it is common with years, month, day, hours, minutes, seconds and milliseconds. So we can specify the year is at 2019, month is 0, 0 indicates January, okay. Here the days, month starts with a 0. So if we are specifying 0, that it would be a Sunday kind of things. Then hours, okay, day, minutes, seconds and milliseconds. And then after we can display the same date. The third one, to create a date object, is specifying a date string. Okay, we can specify date string as specified over here, 25th January 2019. Okay, and then after we can create it and manipulate it. The fourth syntax is we can specify the milliseconds in a new date constructor, and it will initiate the date based on the specified milliseconds. Now there are various, we can say, date objects supported methods available, and we can use those methods to manipulate the date that we have created. Let's have a look at all those methods. So various date methods supported are the date returns today's date and time, get date returns the day of the month for the specified date according to a local time, get day returns the day of the week for the specified date according to local time. Let's have a practical look parallelly so that we can have better understanding. Okay, let me to open the date methods. So various methods we have used. Okay, you can see here that I have created a new date, okay, using the constructor, and the date returned is in a my date variable. Then after I am using this my date variables to get the get date, okay, get month and get full year. These are the methods of a date class: get date, get month, get full year, as it is going displayed in our method list. Get full year, get day, get date, get hours, get milliseconds, get minutes, get month, get seconds. These all are the methods and that we can use with a date object, okay, to manipulate it. So I have used it over here: get hours, get minutes, get seconds, or get full year, full month and get day. So let's run this method programs to understand what kind of details or the information it returns. Date method program. So now you can see that today is a 14th June 2024. Time is like this: 3:27:6. Year is 2024. Month is 5th. Okay, as starting from index 0 we have to understand. So 5th is almost a June. Okay, 0 is a January. Likewise, day is 5th. It also starts with a 0 index. Okay, so this information is delivered through the methods of a date class or object, we can say. Parallelly, we can set the same values. Okay, having a set method. Okay, get time zone, the UTC date. Okay, various methods is there. But parallel to all these getters, there is a setter methods like this: set full year, set hours, set milliseconds, set minutes, set month, set seconds, set time, like this. Let us test it to understand. I can set the month, and then after Ctrl C, I will print it again. Okay. Instead of get, I will use set month. Okay, so generally the month I want to set is, instead of 5 I will use 7. Okay. Now if I will print a get month, what it returns, let us see. See here, I have set a month is 7 and returns a month is 7. Okay. Get month plus 2. I can also use the same thing like get month method. Okay. Likewise, set month ma, what I can do is get month, Ctrl C. Instead of this, I can use plus 2. Okay, so it returns a 7. I can add 7. Same way for I can also set the full year. Okay, and change the year. So these are the setter methods for the date objects, various methods supported by date class. Set time. Okay. Value of, returns the primitive value of a date object. To source, to string, returns a string representing the specified date, converted to a string format. Okay. So this is all about various date object methods along with the various properties of the, we can say, date object. We have manipulated the date object using various getter methods, along with we can apply the setters as well as mentioned over here. You can see or set the month like set month using the set month. You can set the year using the set full year. Hours, minutes, seconds, milliseconds method is also there for setting it. So this way we can manipulate the date objects. Now, apart from the benefits that is delivered by JavaScript, so JavaScript also suffer from few limitations. Among that, one is the security risk. JavaScript can be used to fetch data using AJAX or by manipulating tags that load data such as image, object, scripts. These attacks are called cross-site script attacks. They inject JS that is not part of the site into the visitor's browser, thus fetching the details. JavaScript also suffers from the performance degradation as it is a interpreted language, so it takes time to interpret the whole page and loading into the browser. It is also suffering from the complexity. To master a scripting language, programmers must have a thorough knowledge of all the programming concepts, core language objects, and the client and server-side object. Otherwise, it would be difficult for them to write advanced script using JavaScript. So the complexity is there to understand each and every objects of JavaScript. Browser compatibility issue is also there, that certain browsers support certain functionality and few of the browsers may not support the functionality which is supported by other browsers. So the compatibility issue still exists over there. Thank you very much. In these sessions, we have talked about two important objects of JavaScript, that is date object, which is helpful in handling and managing the date related data, and then after we have also used mathematics objects to manipulate the mathematical functions in which are used in day-to-day mathematical applications. Thank you very much.